Now let's stop and think, what all does it take to buy your first investment property and hit the ground running in less than 90 days? Well, first, it starts with the right mindset you need to have before going into all of this, along with a few of the strategies that have been proven over the last 93 years so you can start building the confidence to do this. Now, we'd like to offer you a challenge if you're up to the task, because in this video, we'll share how to buy your first rental property in 90 days. But first, if you're ready to level up your journey in real estate and owning rental properties, take a few seconds and subscribe to the channel. We post videos every week to help you get there, so definitely keep watching. Now let's consider this 90-day challenge your initiation into becoming a full-fledged real estate investor. This first 90 days will get you started and moving towards buying your first property. We've put together 10 straightforward steps to copy and replicate in your own journey to becoming a landlord, so make sure you stay until the end. Now here are 10 steps on how to buy your first rental property in 90 days. Number 1, determine why you want to invest in real estate. Think about why you're investing in real estate. Are you trying to earn cash flow or a quick profit? What is your end goal? Think about what you're saving for, such as retirement, paying for your child's college education, leaving behind a legacy, providing an inheritance for your family. Your goals timeline will determine if investing in real estate is actually right for you. And if so, what type of investment are you trying to do? The most common ways to invest are buying and holding rental properties. There's also fix and flip properties, there's wholesaling, and buying real estate trusts. But rental properties are great for those with long-term financial goals or those looking to earn a monthly cash flow. You'll earn money each and every month you have a tenant, and you can regularly look for new tenants and even increase the rent you charge as inflation rises. In your decision, assess your lifestyle. What can you handle? Do you have time to manage a rental property? This might include 3 a.m. phone calls for maintenance issues and other unexpected emergencies along the way. If not, do you have room in your budget to pay for property management? So sit down and think about your goals before moving to the next step. This will keep you motivated to take action. Number 2, assess your personal finance situation. Before you invest in real estate, make sure you can afford it. If you're going to buy a rental home, you need enough money to cover the expenses, which includes the mortgage payment unless you're paying cash. It also includes maintenance and repairs, property taxes, and also insurance. It's important not to rely on your rental income because no home has 100% occupancy. You can't predict if or when a tenant may vacate the property, leaving you with the expenses and not enough money left over to cover your rental costs should you need to. If you're buying a fix and flip, you need even more sums of money up front. First, you need money to buy the home. If it's a fixer-upper, chances are it won't pass the lender's appraisal, which means you'll need a much larger down payment or possibly need to buy the home in all cash. You'll also need funds to fix the property up, which depending on the type and amount of repairs required, this could get very pricey. If you're unsure what a home would cost or what type of income it would bring in, Zillow is a great place to look at houses. It's a free online marketplace that anyone can browse. If you find a property you want to buy, you can compare it to similar homes in the area and get contact information for everything you need to know. Number 3, get pre-qualified. If you're just in the planning stages of buying a rental property, get pre-qualified for a mortgage. While it's not an official approval, it will tell you where you stand for financing. A pre-qualification will tell you what you need to do to get the financing you need. For example, are your debts too high? If you have a high debt to income ratio, you can pay the debts down or off to get approved. If you don't have enough money for a down payment or you don't have enough money saved for reserves, you can save more money before applying for a mortgage. The pre-qualification can tell you where you stand and how soon you'll be ready to buy an investment property. Now understand that a pre-qualification is usually good for 90 days, but once you're ready to buy a house, we suggest getting a pre-approval as that's a more solid lending decision. As long as you can satisfy the conditions on it, you'll be on your way to a mortgage for an investment property. Number 4, assess your savings. If you have a pre-qualification, you may need to have more money saved for reserves. This is money you have set aside to cover unexpected expenses or to cover the bills should you lose your tenants. Now, it's a good idea to have 12 months of reserves on hand. If you aren't sure how much that is, find out the average rent in the area you're thinking of investing in. Get with a realtor to look up the average rents in that neighborhood and even what you can expect to pay. Something to keep in mind is that most lenders want to see at least 6 months of reserves to cover your mortgage payments in order for them to approve you. Now, I can't speak for all, but that's a good number to understand about what you can expect. Number 5, choose your investment strategy. Your investment strategy is crucial to your investment purchase. Are you buying for the long term and renting the property to tenants, or is this a short-term investment that you want to liquidate quickly? You see, if you buy and hold, think about how long you'll own the property. Is it something you want to keep long term, or will you do this for only a few years and then sell it? Your strategy will determine how you invest. For example, if you are only investing for the short term, finding properties on the MLS that already have tenants is the easiest way to earn cash flow right away. This will waste no time in finding a tenant. You basically inherit the previous owner's tenant and continue the lease from there. If you keep the property long term, you can always find new tenants when your current tenant's lease expires. You can also hire a property management company to do this for you if you are willing to outsource. Number 6, create a support team. Investing in real estate takes a village. You'll need eyes and ears all over the place to help you create a successful real estate portfolio. Your support team may consist of an attorney, a title company, an inspector, a home contractor, a loan officer, a real estate agent, or a platform like Zillow. You see, your support team will help you cover all angles of investing in a property. You'll have someone to look over the legality of your documents, a professional to determine the property's value, someone to evaluate the home's soundness, and someone to fix the property as well. You'll also have someone to provide financing to leverage your investment, and a person or platform helping you find the right property. Number 7, look for suitable homes. Once you do all the legwork, it's time to find a home. Again, using a platform made for investors is a great resource. You can get the information you need without taking up too much time or effort. You can browse the Zillow or the Redfin platform day or night in your free time, allowing you to see which homes are even out there. But keep in mind, you don't have to restrict yourself to just your geographic area. If you work with a great platform, you can find a property outside your state. If you hire a property management company to watch over it for you, it's like a passive investment. You collect the cash flow and the rest is handled for you. Number 8, do your due diligence. Once you find a property, it's essential to do your due diligence. This means several things, including determine the property's fair market value, have the home inspected, talk with a contractor to determine any repair costs, crunch the property's numbers including the cash flow, cash on cash return, the ROI, and the NOI. If you don't want to handle the details or crunch the numbers, sites like BiggerPockets have calculators that do all of this for you, and not to mention it's completely free and will help you make a solid investment decision. Number 9, make an offer. If you decide the property is right for you to invest in, make an offer. No matter how you buy the home, this process is the exact same. You submit an offer that includes both a financial offer and all conditions. For example, if you want an appraisal contingency so you can back out of the sale if the home doesn't appraise, that's part of the actual offer. The seller may make a counter offer. They may also accept or decline the offer as is. Each seller can handle it how they like. Once the seller accepts your bid, you enter a sales contract and start the process of buying a house. Typically, it takes 30 to 45 days from the day you sign the contract to close the deal, but it depends on how you buy the home and the circumstances involved with the seller. Number 10, buy your investment home. Once you've done all the legwork, it's time to buy your home. If you've been working with a realtor and a title company, you'd work with the title company handling the sale to get to the closing table. If you bought a turnkey property, you'd become a landlord when you sign the sales contract. If the property doesn't have tenants or if it's a fixer-upper, it's up to you to find tenants or start working on the property so you can sell it. Now, the bottom line, buying your first investment property in 90 days is not impossible. It is a solid personal finance decision. You'll earn appreciation and consistent cash flow if you play your cards right. More importantly, you'll diversify your risk of a total loss by not putting all your eggs in one basket. You see, it's not as complicated or overwhelming as it seems, and buying an investment property can be the start of even larger investments. As the home appreciates, you can increase your portfolio and have even more money to save for your long-term needs. Now, if you really want to know how to start buying rental property in 2022, check out this video here we've put together, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates in the future. And until next time, we'll see you guys in the next video.